Hello, everyone. I'm glad that you're here. For the next half hour, we're going to be taking a look at natural solutions and how they can easily impact our life. My name is Michelle Gibbs. I am a doTERRA wellness advocate, and that means that I get to help people feel better using oils. It is an honor to do, and it is a blast. I love to strategize. I love to find solutions for things that are sometimes, boy, the more challenging, the better. That's how I ended up here. And what we're going to do today is I'll share some information with you. Um, Three cool things about oils, three ways to use them and get them in your home if you choose to, and three big game changers I think are important to consider. So what I'd like you to do is I'm getting ready to share my screen, is to take a second and grab a piece of paper and something to take a note with, because I don't want you to lose what we're talking about, where you're going to hear some keywords. We're going to be talking about some health needs that we have, some circumstances many of us find ourselves in, and how to manage those in sort of a new normal way. So you go ahead and get yourself ready to go, and I'll begin to share my screen. You'll see me up in the right-hand corner. And as we go, if you have questions, you can type it in the chat. And if you're listening to this after the fact, you won't see any chat, but you are welcome to get a hold of me through the method that I've shared this with you, whether it is an oil changes Facebook group video you're watching, or perhaps you found this on oil changes grab bagology page. Grab bagology is where I share everything that I love. Most of us are multi-dimensional people. And although essential oils are primary in my life, they are primarily what I use to teach people how to begin a more natural approach. But there are also other things that go along with using less toxins, being more healthy. For me, it's intermittent fasting. It's paying close attention to grains, things like that. Also, my email, if you're listening to this in a way that's new, my email is myoilchanges@grabbagology. No, it's not. My email is myoilchanges@gmail.com. That's the fun of life. All right, so let's go ahead. You grab your notes and I will share my screen. So we will do it this way. Let's see. Let's look around and see where we can find what I'm looking for. Let's try this one. And I believe it's going to be right at the top. Hang on, I have to wait for my screen to go away. Okay, that's going to be right here. Great. That was a little challenging. Technology. Okay, let's move this over and let's start our presentation. All right, so essential oils made easy. My name's Michelle. If we don't know each other, I am a doTERRA wellness advocate, and it's my job to make sure you are finding the most effective results from the oils and the doTERRA products you're using. Today, I want to cover some things with you. Three cool things about oils, as I see them. Three ways to use your oils, get them in your home, and something that I think is extremely important right now is to look at three common game changers that so many of us have over the years, as I have spoken with moms and parents and individuals that are looking for support. Generally speaking, they're coming because they have issues with energy or feeling uplifted. There's sleep or stress concerns, some pain or discomfort that they're managing, or overall health is what we're going to be looking at today. Empowering you to look at how we use these oils. It's as easy as ABC. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. So that's what I want to look at first. Before we get into what the oils can do and what's so cool about them, let's just talk about how to use them, because sometimes that's one of the biggest barriers in people beginning, is they're just not sure what to do. So as easy as applying, breathing, and consuming. Applying where you need it, breathe it because you have to anyway, and consume. It's something that is easily added, and we'll find out how it can be added to our diet. So here are the 3 ways that we can use essential oils. The first way is breathing it in, that aromatic. We're breathing it in through the air. Now, this is the easiest, one of the easiest ways to get essential oils into our bloodstream to affect our body systems. So often you've heard of diffusers, and you know there's good ones and ones that hardly put any of the oils in the air. Because the way a diffuser works, it's like a humidifier. Now it vibrates a little bit faster, and so tinier droplets are vibrated up into the air. And the essential oils that are put into the diffuser, usually maybe between 2 and 8 drops are put in the diffuser. They vibrate along with the water and fly up in the air and attach to a water droplet. We then breathe in the air with these tiny droplets of water, and those oils go into our lungs, and that's the easiest way to get them into our bloodstream. You see, everything we breathe goes into our body. Now think about that when you think about some of the toxins or chemicals that even just are noticeable to you that are a problem. So aromatically is the easiest way to get these excellent supportive essential oils into our bloodstream. It's sort of the sneak attack way where people don't even realize that they're being benefited. Now, if you don't have a diffuser, that's fine. What you would do is you would take your essential oil and you would drop it, a drop or 2 or 3 into your hand, rub them together, and then just cup them over your hands like this. And breathe them in 3 or 4 times. That will get those oils into your bloodstream through your lungs. And it does something else that's important. And we'll talk about this. You're going to have the background as we move forward over the next few minutes and be able to pull from what you've learned just now. Our olfactory nerve is right in between our eyes, around the top of the bridge of our nose. That olfactory nerve goes directly into our brain and is where our limbic system is in our brain, the limbic part of our brain. That part of our brain is the area where aroma and music also are the most powerful aspects. That's where those areas are controlled in our brain. That's why when you hear a song from high school, you can remember everything that was going on when you heard that song. The color of the wallpaper, the shag rug, wherever you were, it comes back to you instantly. It's emotional. If you smell an aroma, such as going into your grandma's house or a doctor's office, that aroma brings you back instantly to somewhere specific. That's your body's brain chemistry at work. And when you use pure essential oils, that's happening. We can't stop it. And so a positive mood is something that happens when you breathe in these essential oils. They come in as messenger molecules, and our brain has receptor sites and they fit just like a perfect key. And if they don't fit, they move on. All right, let's talk about the second way to use essential oils. That's topically. That's applying it where you need it. So it provides localized benefits. We can often, because of doTERRA oils, dilute the oils, that makes them last longer, they're absorbed quicker. Essentially, this is what I'm telling you. If you have some head tension, you can take this peppermint and rub it on your temples. You can dilute it, you can use a blend. You might want to note for some head tension that's called past tense, and you'll apply it right where you need it. If you have muscle tenderness or strain or joint issues, you would use an oil that you might want to note called Deep Blue. We'll talk about this one in a little bit, but that's going to be where you just apply it where you need it, and within probably 30 seconds, you'll begin to feel the effects, because that's how long it takes for the oils to penetrate our skin. Now, remember how I talked about everything we breathe gets into our bloodstream? So does everything we put on our skin. Absolutely. Our skin is our biggest organ. So when we apply, consider the toxins or the items that you put on your body. Do you know what chemicals are in them? And so with doTERRA oil, the Deep Blue works through your skin, getting into your bloodstream and supporting your body system. And within 3, 4, 5 minutes, you're going to be able to feel definite relief. Within just 30 seconds or so, you're going to feel the beginning of that. Did you know, here's a little fun fact, that most women by the time they get ready to either go or get ready to go in the morning, they've already applied 82 or consumed toxic chemicals. Many of them in cosmetics are neurotoxins, but we don't read about them because they're protected as a proprietary ingredient. Okay, so we have to be good label readers. We'll talk about that. Okay, so we have the aromatic, breathe it in, the topical, put it where you need it. We'll talk more about belly issues, putting things where you need it. Let's get to the third way to use essential oils, and that is going to be internally. That's where you consume it. I need to say, as I'll touch on several times here, do not consume essential oils that are not doTERRA. We'll talk about the reasons in just a few moments, I promise. But with internal use of essential oils, when you're using safe, recommended doTERRA essential oils, you can have an incredible benefit systematically as you ingest the oils. It's as simple as putting a few drops of lemon into your bottle or your glass of water. That's like a lemon wedge, but it's let's say 100 times more antioxidants, more immune support, more cellular support than that dirty, yucky old lemon wedge that we're not sure where it was before it got to your glass. You can also use veggie caps that I'll mention. Basically, you're just going to put some drops of oil right into a little veggie cap, and you can swallow that. You can put them under your tongue or push them to the roof of your mouth. So those are the three ways to use essential oils: aromatically, topically, and internally. That's it. Isn't that easy? Okay, so let's talk about the cool things about oils. And actually, when we start, I really enjoy thinking about what I need, and that's energy. So energy is something that I will often go right to peppermint. Now that took me about 3 minutes once I received my essential oils to realize peppermint was going to be one of the most effective energy boosters. Okay, so with peppermint, we've already talked about, I gave you the example, put a drop in your hand, rub it together and breathe it in. I keep peppermint on the side of my nightstand with another oil called Balance. In the morning when I wake up, if I am struggling because maybe I've had some carbs late at night or ate late at night and my body didn't have a chance to rest because it had to digest all that food, or I have not had enough sleep, I'll reach over to my nightstand and put one drop of peppermint on my hand, breathe it in like I've showed you several times already, and you can't help but wake up. It's incredible. And there are no side effects. It's totally natural. You're never going to have to increase the amount of peppermint you breathe in because that's not how natural oils work. It is awesome. And as I just mentioned, let's hop over to safety. That's one of the cool things actually about essential oils. They are 100% safe. There's no addictions. As I need to have that energy and I'm uplifted, peppermint is going to provide that to me safely, because essential oils are naturally occurring aromatic compounds we find in plants. Basically, they're the smelly parts of plants. Any part of the plant could be used for essential oils, but not all plants produce essential oils. But the root, the stem, the bark, the leaf, the petal, the rind could all be used. And with essential oils, this is important. This is something it's a must take away for you today, is that not all essential oils are created equally. That's not a myth, that's a fact. And the reason it's a fact is because right now in our industry, there is no policing. Anybody can get a brown bottle, put a label on it, and say it's 100% pure. There's no policing. This is where doTERRA has given us a promise or a gift. It's the gold standard. And that is certified pure therapeutic grade. Okay, CPTG, certified pure therapeutic grade, is what is considered a medical grade of essential oil. And the internal use of doTERRA oils is not only safe, but it's recommended. And nothing that I share in this half an hour or so is ever going to be referencing another brand because you just can't reach that height, that therapeutic grade, higher than therapeutic grade, because it has that pureness and that consistency. And so peppermint's an excellent example of that. And as we move on to looking at effectiveness, and I want to check my notes right now because I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. It's important that I give you all the information. Let's go from safety as one of the cool things to the second, which is effectiveness. I don't have time to mess around. Do you? Okay, so I need these oils to be effective, where I've talked about just within 25 or 30 seconds, you're feeling the effects. Let me tell you why. All right, these essential oils are able to cross over the cell membranes. Everything alive has a cell structure. Plants, animals, bacteria, viruses, pathogens all have a cell structure. And because essential oils are so small, because they're natural, see, pharmaceuticals and synthetics cannot be created to be so small, so they have trouble. They can't pass through that membrane. Essential oils can. And so they go in and they support that cell, or they go in and they destroy something that is a pathogen that is attacking us. One of the most effective essential oil blends that are a go-to, and it's probably something you've heard of, is the On Guard blend. It's considered the protective blend. It has a slew of oils that are the most effective oils, and I am never going to want to mix them all together in my own bottle and make them. I want to trust the options that doTERRA gives me as a company. And with oils such as clove and wild orange and cinnamon, I mean, these are oils that are part of the oils of the Bible and anointing oils. These are so powerful. These oils support a robust immune system. It can soothe not only your sore throat, but it can also be an excellent and effective cleaner in your home. So the On Guard is one of the most effective oils, and it is represented across the board when we're looking at certified pure therapeutic grade. So let's go from the On Guard and looking at how that supports our health overall to the aspect of how is this affordable? And that's really the third cool thing about essential oils. Some people might say the ease of use. I mean, because remember, we've talked about the ABCs: apply, breathe, consume. And now we're talking about safety, effectiveness, and affordability. And so with affordability, I have a lavender bottle right here that I'm showing you. And with the lavender bottle, I do want to point out to you that A is that aromatic. You can breathe it in use. These are always connected with any of the doTERRA oils to help you along. T is topical. You could absolutely topically apply lavender if you have a bug bite, a skin imperfection that you want to try to solve, or you have some head tension. Lavender is also, like peppermint, effective with head tension, but in a different way. Or you can ingest lavender. Now I'll tell you, you can ingest lavender. It's perfectly safe when it's a doTERRA oil, but it tastes yucky. Why do I know? Because of the story I want to tell you right now. The affordability. I hit a home run right now when we talk about game changers. And that's one of the reasons I'm here today, to share with you the game changers. So in our home, we have an old normal and a new normal. And our old normal had to do with seasonal issues. For us, it was pollen, it was grasses, those types of things. For you, it might be fur, it might be fungus, or mold, things like that, different spores. So here was our story. I grew up and I struggled as a child. My oldest son grew up, and in the first and second grade, he was struggling so badly with allergies, we had to do something about it. So our old normal was we went to the doctor. We went to the doctor over and over. Now at that time, we, don't tell anyone, but didn't even have health insurance. Okay, we are business owners. It was difficult. It wasn't even against the law to not have health insurance, but we didn't tell anyone, certainly. So we didn't have a $30 or $40 copay. We had to pay every single time. And so over months of trying to find the right balance of a prescription, we ended up with the just I couldn't believe this. It was a brand new pill, one pill every 24 hours for my little, and it was $21 a pill. Holy cow. I was buying 1 week of pills at a time, and it was costing a lot of money. And after 2 weeks of giving that a try, guess how it went? It went down the drain. My poor little one was having the same itchy eyes, the same runny eyes, the same leaky nose, the same sneezing, the same swollen face from all of these seasonal threats bombarding him that his body wasn't accepting. And now he was glazed over. He was stoned. He couldn't concentrate. Teachers were contacting me because they considered him a candidate for ADD or ADHD, which is a separate and definite support that can be provided, but that wasn't the case. The answer that my doctor, that I really like as a person, gave me was, well, let's keep giving him the pill every 24 hours that was a prescription, but let's add on to that now and give him an over-the-counter after school. So I'm now spending money for an over-the-counter and nothing's happening. My child is not being helped. And that's when someone recommended. Actually, they asked me why I wasn't using, is how this went, why I wasn't using the supportive blend for seasonal threats. And I said, I would, how much is it? Where can I go? And she said, Michelle, you have it in your home already. And one of the oils of the 3 that you may want to write down right now was lavender. Lavender, peppermint, and lemon. We'll talk about lemon shortly. 1 drop of each of those oils in the palm of my hand while I was sitting on the steps with my son. I rubbed them around my eye sockets. Oh, this is a good time to point out, we never want to put essential oils in our eyes, in our ears, or in our nose. You'll know it'll burn, it'll be difficult. I can help you through it, but those are things you don't want to do. But rubbing the oil around my eye was something that is safe and I was ready to do. After a few seconds, I offered it to my son and he did the same thing. My little just rubbed it around his eyes and we sat there on the steps together. And within about 25 seconds, he said, Mom, my eyes don't itch anymore. And that is how I found a new normal for my family. It was quicker. It was instant. It was so much cheaper because what I've told you with those 3 oils cost 9 cents. Lemon, lavender, and peppermint together on our hand. And we've grown through that to the point that my son had his own mowing business over the summer and he was able to manage all those things. All right, let's continue on because I think I've run the whole affordability. I made a home run with that. I'm really happy with that because that changed our life. So let's move forward because the potency of these oils, when we're talking about drops, there's 250 drops in each of these bottles. That's a dose, that's a use, that's a serving. That's awesome. All right, so let's look at a couple of these. Lemon is a great oil. As we had talked about, the energy and uplift is some of these game changers that we need. You can't smell lemon and not lose a little bit of the grumpiness. It's impossible. I challenge you to do it. All of the citrus oils, you're already learning some history, are uplifting. So if lemon's not for you, I'll suggest lime. Not for you, how about grapefruit? How about pink grapefruit? How about bergamot? How about tangerine? How about clementine? How about kumquat? Oh my goodness, the options and creativity are endless. And here we're seeing aromatically, topically, and you can ingest. Absolutely incredible to use this lemon oil alone in baking. If you've not tasted a lemon bar made with lemon essential oil, you have not tried anything yet. But let's keep going. Frankincense. No one cooks with frankincense, but it is the king of oils. It is my Jesus oil. And I have a saying that you may have heard if you are a friend of mine or know me virtually, is that when in doubt, get your frank out because it's going to handle all the things that we have. And if it doesn't, it's going to help the oils that do. It is a soothing oil. It's made from a bark. It has anti-aging properties. So many of my friends, I put it in my witch hazel and I use that as an astringent for my face, putting a drop in their hand as they apply whatever moisturizer that they use. And it helps our cells perform optimally. It helps support the aging effects of cells. And again, here we go. You can apply it. You can put it where you need it. often with joint issues and discomfort and internally. Digest Zen. Okay, that is one where we had talked about earlier, where applying that deep blue blend or that peppermint right where you need it, Digest Zen, has been a game changer in our family. But you'll have to ask me personally to hear more about that, because this is not a 19-hour class. This is supposed to be brief and to give you the gist of it. Digest Zen is, again, an option that doTERRA gives us, a blend of about 10 or 12 different oils that support our digestive action. So I had a lot of discomfort, so much so that they called it GERD and Barrett's esophagus. And through using Digest Zen in so many different forms, there's the oil you see here, there are chewables, and there's a soft gel where if you're not a fan of the aroma, you can just ingest it and be good to go. Motion sickness, any pathogens that might be attacking you, excellent. We've already talked about deep blue, and I want to show you here that this deep blue has a child-proof cap on it. And you can apply it, or you can use it aromatically or topically. You can apply it or breathe it, but you don't want to ingest it, and you're already protected. Deep blue is another product that has I consider them endless options. There's actually a deep blue supplement that you are able to ingest that's created for chronic discomfort. But let's keep going. Breathe. In the name, there you have it, the respiratory blend. This is an example of an aromatic and a topical oil where you can breathe that in and it will open up your airways. It'll promote that clear breathing. It'll smell very similar to some things we've used to open up our airways when we were younger. And it's the same concept, except these are pure natural essential oils that are so small. They support our bodies at a molecular level. They're able to not just focus on the symptom, but go in and support our body systems. Wild orange is another example of a citrus that will uplift that mood. It'll get you going. If you need your coffee after lunch or in the morning, I'd highly suggest giving wild orange a try. All right, so we've covered oils. We've covered how to use them and what's cool about them. And I want to remind you of the energy and uplift that the oils we've talked about can cover. There's the stress and the sleep. That's something that I didn't touch on a great deal, but lavender and also a blend that doTERRA provides to us called Serenity will help us, because stress and sleep are connected. Stress and sleep, when there are issues in them, also affect our cortisol level, our stress hormone. That can add pounds, that can slow metabolism, that can weaken our immune system. So that sleep and stress is extremely important and a game changer. And then that pain, that discomfort, and that overall health that you're struggling to get perhaps. Now, in the time that we've spent together, I may not have covered exactly your health concern, and I want you to right now take a note of at least 1 up to 3 of your health concerns. Jot it down now, and later when you're done and you're considering how you're going to get back with me to give me feedback about how this class went, what have you learned? What oils could be helpful in supporting that concern, that health concern? And so all you want to do on your sheet of paper, along with the oils you've noted, is go ahead and write down your health concerns. And later, I want you to write down your new normal. All right. Now, for the overall health feeling, there's something that I want to bring to your attention. I won't do a class without talking about them. That's how game-changing they've been for me. And this is with all of these issues that we've talked about today. That was me. I turned 40 and I thought growing older just felt painful. And that wasn't the case. But if you do just want to get your groove back, if you have issues with mood and digestive and weight and chronic fatigue feelings, or you have inflammation issues with discomfort, there is no better suggestion I have for you than to try the Lifelong Vitality pack, which is right in front of us right now. The LLV is the #1 product with the lowest profit point that doTERRA offers. That's because they are a company that offers us options. There's an oil, or there's a bottle that is essential oils and fish oil. There is a bottle that is digestible foods, so that when you don't get your 13 leafy greens in, there's help for you. And then there is a complex that helps our cellular energy and longevity. It keeps those cells that used to be like shiny, hard M&Ms that are sort of turning into wrinkly raisins, just a new life. It's something that your question to me can be about these supplements, and I will help you learn more. All right, so let's talk about how you can get these oils in your home. The first way, I'm going to be blunt and I'm going to be to the point. If you don't like money and you don't like free things, buy retail. The best thing that's going to happen about that is you are going to get the best oils available, and you can do that by visiting or talking to me. You can just go right online and go to mydoterra.com/myoilchanges/ and I will be able to help you through that, or you can visit me at Facebook in there too. All right, the second way and the most popular way to get oils into your home is to decide that you just want to purchase a wholesale customer account. Okay, this is not anything new, and it should not be scary to you because most of you have or already have a Sam's or a Costco membership. I think the Costco membership might be $68 now, but with doTERRA, your membership costs $35 the first year. We can talk about the second year; it drops as you go. You also then open up the opportunity to purchase things or to learn things 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, when you want to, how you want to. You can purchase when you'd like and what you'd like. There are no requirements, and wholesale will save you at least 25% below retail. All right, so that's another way to have the benefits of doTERRA. And when I say at least 25%, we just finished a week in April of 2020 where I watched, oh my gosh, upward of 80% off of different things during a BOGO week that we had. Okay, let's move to the third and the best and the most popular way to get oils into your home. This is how I did it. This is how most people do it. I like strategy, and this is by far the most strategic way to get the oils you need into your home. And it's with a wholesale account, and you bundle with different combo kits that we have that help walk you through what you need. Because I know so many of you are saying, okay, I like this whole idea, but I don't even know where to start. I didn't either. But I trusted what this transparent company and my wellness advocate were talking with me about, and it was the best decision I ever made. And when I talk with those who have an account, I've never heard them regret getting a combo. I've heard them regret not getting a combo after the fact, because that's something that they decided with hindsight was an option that they really should have selected. Okay, so you also have the option of, with the wholesale combo, the $35 membership fee is out the window. That is covered. And because you're bundling these oils, they are at a lower price point than even the 25% off. So let's go ahead and first of all, message me and communicate with me your questions, and I'm going to go over some of these quickly. All right. So if you are looking for oils in a diffuser because you want to get started and just feel your way through it, this is what I would suggest. This is almost the sampler. What is something important is, okay, the Brevi diffuser is incredible. It has a small footprint. It is the highest end diffuser that you can find. And there are 10 essential oils and blends that are what you need in your home right now to be empowered before something happens. These are the oils that in my oil drawer are in the front row. You can do everything you need with these oils. All the other things you decide to do are because of your creativity and your interest. So that's at, for retail, it's just over $200 to invest in all of these. And for wholesale, you would get these, and as you receive this box in your home, we would set up an oil overview. It's another benefit of doTERRA and a membership with doTERRA. And that's where you get me And I would work with you to provide an oil overview where I can begin to help support you in empowering yourself. I also bring you a glass set so that you have spray bottles and you have roller balls and you have everything you need to get started with these oils that are new to you. Another option is the Healthy Habits Kit. Now, we've talked about the lifelong vitality supplements and how important they are. You know that digestion and our gut flora directly impacts our brain chemistry. And so we have digestive support. We have 5 of the most useful essential oils in the Deep Blue Rub, which is extremely sought after. And that we're looking at just under $250, but you get the entire month set of lifelong vitality. That's a winner. Another one is the Healthy Essentials Kit. This provides another group of oils and a petal diffuser, which is beautiful and a workhorse, and it can live through anything. And I'll point out with this kit, you have the Calming Blend Adaptive, which is a game changer, and copaiba. If any of you have been following cannabis or have been trying to get results from cannabinoids, copaiba is a cannabis type tree. However, it's superior than cannabis and how it works with our body systems. It works with so many of our body systems. And these are 15 ml bottles where we said there's the 250 drops, and that's just under $249. Retail, it's a little bit more, but that's because you don't have that membership. Now, if you want to have daily products and you know how to use shampoo, you know how to use toothpaste and cleaners and hand soap, then go for this, because this is a combination of both. This will give you the products that you can run with, knowing that they are toxin-free, they are safe, and they are natural. And we begin to incorporate the diffuser and the most common oils that are going to be able to give you a starting point. This is for $350 wholesale, and this again gives you the 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, all 10 oils. All 10 of the starter oils are there. That's an excellent, excellent option. That's the one I would choose. And now, if you are ready for everything, that you just, I had you at hello, let's make this the beginning of your new normal. And this is the Natural Solutions Kit. All that we've talked about is included. No bottles rolling all over the place in your drawers in your kitchen. You have your mouthwash. You have your another diffuser, which is the Lumo diffuser. You have the Lifelong Vitality supplements, On Guard products that are immune boosters and supporters. You've got fractionated coconut oil, lotion that you're able to make the aroma you choose. Correct-X and Breathe are absolutely things that you need to learn more about. Now, if you want to adjust things and make it a little bit more specific for you, the Simple Solutions Kit has a great price point that allows you that deep blue rub that everybody needs, lemon as an outside and internal cleanser, the On Guard for your immune support, and the Serenity for that stress and restfulness. And then add on what your biggest need is. Is it pain and discomfort? Do you need some kid oils and kid support? You can choose. And then the kit that is new this month is, this is not a game changer. This is groundbreaking, and this is important for you to pay attention to. I know, as I've talked with psychiatrists, that they say when they are giving a prescription for an antidepressant or an anti-anxiety, they wish they could also give a prescription for required exercise and required meditation. This is where doTERRA can pull everything together. And the adaptive blend that I mentioned is available in one of the other kits, is an oil that you can diffuse or apply, comes in a roller that you apply to your pulse points throughout the day, and has a capsule option. Because remember, how is our brain chemistry initiated? In our gut. The groundbreaking part of this enrollment kit, the adaptive kit, is that you get a year of the premium access to the adaptive app. Let me explain to you, this has never been possible, where they are able to use a meditation, and some people use the word prayer and meditation in the same way, is that you use meditation and biofeedback to begin to gauge how to stay in that sweet spot of balance where when we're overly stressed or it's chronic stress, we get out of our balance zone and we get too high or we get too low. This app for a year will allow you through daily meditation, journaling, and biofeedback to begin to recognize how you can control what's happening. That is incredible to me. This is a recommended for $150 if you are already a doTERRA, or if you get a membership. Remember that membership fee is waived when you choose a kit like this. All right, we are wrapping up the month of April this month. And so the Precious Florals is something that's available to you at member price at $68. And this is where florals are extremely difficult to distill without destroying them and damaging them. And this allows these incredible blue lotus, magnolia, jasmine, neroli, and rose oils to be a perfume that is really considered a pure perfume. A pure perfume. It gives you more benefits than just a beautiful aroma. There are always options to save each month for members. These are what we have this month. And for those of you who think, okay, this is the time I need to do this, our world is just not stable enough for me to trust the old normal, I need to make my new normal, I want you to call me and communicate with me, because I have a friend that's doing some professional development with doTERRA, and she will be able to give you, depending on the combo kit you choose, a citrus bliss, which is the invigorating blend. And we've talked about citruses, so you're already an expert. And she could possibly even give you an adaptive calming blend as just thank yous for her being able to introduce herself to you, and you share whatever interests or what brought you to me, what brought you to doTERRA. That's it. No strings. It's just an option to be charitable and provide empowerment to you. So please call me if this is something that you want to do within the month of April. All right. Now, for those of you that have gotten what you need, I hope that I have answered your questions and given you steps to fill out those 3 health concerns, and we can connect back. I will be following up with you if you're someone who has gotten a sample and you're attending this session, so that you could hear more about how that sample worked for you. Now, for the next 5 or 6 minutes, I'm going to be talking about some different types of people, in my opinion. It's something that you're welcome to stay on board and watch, because you never know what type of person you might know or you might be deep down inside. But there are 3 types of people that use doTERRA oils. The first type is they live the wellness lifestyle. They are working toward what their goals are. They've learned and become empowered to do that in the easy use of essential oils. There's the doTERRA support and education that is available in a way and a format they want it, and they have their support also of their wellness advocate, and they're happy and they're good. I love those people. That's how I started. Then there are those people who share. If you can't keep a secret, if you want everyone to know all the good things, if you are constantly working with friends and bringing people in and influencing others, you can share about doTERRA and get your products paid for. It is that beautiful. It doesn't have anything to do with a business or starting some kind of shop. This is just sharing and having the benefit of that membership and sharing with others to help them, and you help yourself and are able to get your products paid for. It's really awesome. And that's something that I did for quite a while. And then I realized that I was fed. I was lit up when I talked to someone that had a similar issue or an issue that I knew that I could help with natural solutions. And that's the 3rd type of person. And that's someone who wants to build. They want to earn an income and they want to make an impact. That might be because they just have a love of helping people. They're a teacher at heart and by nature, or they have a lifestyle that they don't want to keep having to do. It is the rat race. It is the job they've never liked. It is the need to constantly be fighting to get ahead of the game financially. And so sharing the joys of oils is never going to be a better time than now Here are some reasons, and you can pause this. If you're still with me, you can take a screenshot of it. You can watch it again. I'm just going to touch on some that really were important in why I began to share doTERRA and essential oils with friends and with people who I've never met. I've met more people through doTERRA and being a wellness advocate than I have friends. But now I do consider them some of my dearest friends. The doTERRA oils are the most tested and most trusted oils in the market. This company began debt-free and has remained debt-free. It also has programs for its wellness advocates to ensure that we are also debt-free, and you're looking at her. A company that I joke is the Dave Ramsey of essential oil companies, where they have encouragement so that you can work through your goals your way to become debt-free. The compensation plan is simple, genius, and supports both new business builders and longtime business builders. And if you research this, there are great needs for the type of compensation that doTERRA offers. Doctors and hospitals are using our essential oils, as well as healthcare insurance plans, which is incredible. And there is a highest through doTERRA retention rate of customer loyalty that is 65% or above. Generally speaking, when you're looking at a network marketing company, it's about 11, 10, 9%. 65% of our customers continue to share. All right, here's some people that are loving life. That's just at one of our professional development gatherings. And questions you might have is, how do I make this money? How much time is involved? Really, is this for me? Okay, this is how I make my income. And it's a fair service-oriented income. I sample people. I teach people the 3 ways to use oils. I enroll people so that they can empower themselves and learn and be educated in a way that works for them. And I support that process. I ask them if they want to be part of my team. If they have skills that I love, I invite them to be part of my team. It's too big. 96% of the United States do not use essential oils in an effective way. That's amazing. 4% of us do. So this is the income potential. As you begin to share, you can grow your income. And this is just a short little slide to show you the options as you develop your leadership skills through professional development. And there are different ranks that you can work toward. So how much time is involved? I started out with no time. I just shared oils with people as I used them. And then I decided I did want to supplement my income. And so I gave it about 5 hours a week. I might teach 2 or 3 classes. And before I taught classes, I might attend 2 or 3 classes a month until I became comfortable. And then I team taught, and then I flew, and now I could teach you in my sleep. And then if you want to replace your income, this isn't a magic pill. No one's saying this is a get rich quick scheme. Don't listen if that's what's being told. This takes intention, this takes focus, and you're looking at about 15 to 30 hours. Most of the time I'm in between that. I'm around 20 hours that I invest. Sometimes there are BOGO weeks where it is just awesome and I give more of my time, but this gives me time for my family, for my home business that my husband started 13 years ago. Where I'm able to be where I need to be when I want to be. And I am fed by nature of what I do for you. So if you are passionate about health and that turns into oils, if you love people and you love even the challenges of people, and if you can follow a system that's been tried and true, if you can get things done, if you are a fart in a skillet, if you are all over the place, if you cannot stay still, if you cannot stay focused, let's use some oils. Let's look at sharing oils. But this is for someone that is able to follow through and follow a system, because the system is unstoppable. It is a successful system. And it's something that is flexible for people like me and people like you. All right, so what's the next step? First of all, if you do not have an account, I want you to get one. If you do already have a wholesale account, I want you to upgrade and get with me so that we can begin just a quick uh, 15-minute every other day session where I can show you how to begin making an income that you can continue within 2 weeks. If you're not already doing it by sharing your oils. Reach out to me and I will plug you in with more resources. Start making a list of those who you know who will benefit by using essential oils. And we need to get samples to everyone. So if you have joined me today because you have tried a sample of the doTERRA essential oils and it brought you here, I want to thank you for coming. If it is something that you think you want to share with a family member or a neighbor or a friend, whether they're next door or across the nation, this works. And if you are just putting your toe in the water and seeing if this is something that could be an option for you, I want to help you determine if it's a fit and what that fit might be. You are always welcome to be part of our Facebook private group called Oil Changes. I invite you to bring those who could also benefit through natural solutions, limiting their toxins in a way that is perfect and fitting and suitable for them. So again, thank you for spending time with me today. My name is Michelle Gibbs. I'm a doTERRA wellness advocate, and I look forward to having you follow up with me so that we can use a combination of things to make sure you get the best bundle and the best option for a doTERRA account so that you can begin to not only save, but become empowered and educated about what your next step is. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day and keep oiling. Remember, oil changes things.